It was an activity LSU senior Antonio Rivera once took part in multiple times a day, sometimes up to hundreds of dollars a day.
I do probably 5 bets a day in the summer.
Many states, including Louisiana, officially legalized online sports betting in January of 2022. Since then, Louisiana Gaming Control Board reported that the state has raked in over $1.5 billion in just mobile bets waged.
I would say sports betting is going rampant across, 30 states plus. It's making billions of dollars.
Louisiana is the sixth most gambling-addicted state in America, according to WalletHub.com. With sports betting added to the mix, gamblers find it harder to keep track of the money they are spending. This makes sports bettors going all in more prone to risks than reward.
I think it's very easy to not realize you're gambling. You're actually spending a lot of money. Like, oh my God, that was $1,000 I just put on my credit card, right?
Shane Krause oversees a behavior addictions lab that researches problem gambling. Problem gambling is an addiction that prevents people from leaving the table or the app.
A big red flag is like you're spending more than they can afford to lose, right? Like if you're betting or wagering more money on games than you actually can afford to lose, you probably are not in a good area.
According to the National Council of Problem Gambling, 4 to 6 million Americans are mildly addicted, while 2 million are severely addicted. Research suggests younger gamblers are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop an addiction.
The rates of problem are pretty low, but we did find like there are concerns around people who are younger, male and younger.
This younger group includes college students. CollegeGambling.org states 75% of college students gambled in some form this past year. In addition, students who are sports fans gamble more than their peers.
Sometimes their love of sports is also part of the gambling, and that makes it a little bit hard if they're having an issue versus someone might like the slot machine but doesn't maybe like identify with like, this is my machine that I've been a fan of the machine for 20 years.
Making sportsbook apps easy go-tos for students like Rivera.
I usually play on my phone. I use the apps DraftKings and FanDuel.
It's not just college students that online sports betting is affecting.
Definitely a lot of online places are absolutely hurting the brick and mortar casino locations as well.
Gary DeWitt used to work for the Fairgrounds, the horse racetrack and casino in New Orleans. DeWitt has more than a decade of experience in gaming analytics and has noticed casinos trying to stay alive in the digital world. Some casinos, including LaBerge and Baton Rouge, have even opened physical sports books inside their properties.
They're launching their own online site to try to capture some of that, just because they're aware of it.
But online platforms are just that, a screen. Compared to sports betting apps, casinos take additional steps with their customers. They train their employees every month to spot problem gambling signs, and they also allow people to impose a self-ban.
It's just we don't want their money. We want to help them.
Rivera realized gambling could become addictive very fast. Now he tries to limit himself to a fun time instead of to the thrill of winning.
I made a lot of money off of sports betting, and that kind of got me going until I started to lose a lot of that money, and that kind of was like telling me to stop.
Rivera cautions young gamblers who are tempted to risk it to win it.
They just want to make easy money, so just keep your head up, don't bet a lot, and you'll be fine.
Rivera now limits his bets to every other day, and his motivation has gone from winning money to having fun. Aria Pons, Tiger TV News.